Okay, if you scroll down your same instruction file that we used for the previous web page for Sweet Retreat homepage, you will see Report 117-102 website instructions. Please read the simulation instructions that were reproduced here, and then we'll follow step by step. Open Report 117-101.mht and save it as a single file web page if you are working in Word outside of GDP. I am going to illustrate using GDP to continue my project. Notice I have this option, Open Report 117-101 to create Report 117-102. Now, here we see that it is already renamed for us at the top of the page. So if you're working in GDP, you'll be fine as far as the naming of your document. However, you do need to change the title in Properties to Sweet Retreat Rates. So go to the Office button, Prepare, Properties, and now change Home to Rates and click OK. The next step is that we're going to add 2 hyperlinks on both pages. And to do that, we're going to select the word Home, right-click, and click Hyperlink. We're going to make this link to another existing file. So looking in the current folder or wherever you have stored yours, we're going to look for Report 117-101.mht, which is right here. That's what we're linking to for Home. And for Rates, we're going to this page, so we're looking for Report 117-102.mht. The instructions in your book tell you to use HTM, but if you test your pages, those will not work. So please make them link to the MHT files instead of HTM. Now, our horizontal line did not stay in that table row where we placed it, so we may need to go back when we change the links and readjust that a little bit. Adjust your spacing, however, whatever you need to do to make it look right on page. Okay, we also want to add a hyperlink on the home page to the word here in the last sentence of the second paragraph. So we're going to need to open that document again. We can put our hyperlinks on this page as well and adjust our horizontal line. It tends to want to jump around on us a little bit. We can get it anchored in place. I'm going to try copying and pasting my link information. Instead of applying the hyperlinks again, and that worked. Now, while we're on 101.mht, we're going to the word here, last sentence of the second paragraph. Click here, and we're going to apply a hyperlink to the rates page, which is 117-102. Okay, I think we're finished with the home page, so we're going to save and close that. Now, for the rates page, we need to delete the table below the link bar, select the whole table, and cut. Then insert a table with 3 columns and 5 rows. Center the table. Type the information shown on page 476. You should right align the 2 columns B and C. We'll apply some themes and background colors later. The rest of column A should be left aligned and columns B and C right aligned. I'd like to adjust my column heading row to have a little more space in it. And the others as well. So I can select those 4 rows and then say distribute rows, and they're evenly distributed across the size that I created. Now let's have some background color in these rows. It's a little brighter than I intended, so I'm going to go with a lighter shade of the same thing, perhaps. and make the following rows lighter still as the book illustration, but you can use your own color set in creating your own style here. Okay, I think we also need to make these fonts a bigger size, so I'm going to increase them this way. After all, you want people to see the rates, be able to read and understand them. So here we are, we have the same theme applied because we used the same page to create this one. The style that you apply to the rates table should coordinate with your other choices as well. Then save the page. Let's view it in the web page preview. So we can see how it looks in the browser. Looks to me like some space before our link bar we would be well served. So let's hit enter before that and see what difference that makes when we preview it. Okay, that's much more balanced. So save that again. I'm going to return to GDP since it's working for me there. However, it will be saved and stored there, but not scored. So don't let that throw you. Okay, now you will use the assignment link to attach both of these files as you did the web page project in the last session, and then I'll be able to review your work.